Hi everyone and welcome to today's watercolor tutorial where I will be painting the first three of 6 mini scenes using this 9-piece brush set from our friends over at Fuumuui. If you are looking for a versatile brush set that has a variety of tips, then I highly recommend this set. So let's get started. For this first simple cloud formation, I will use two brushes, the rounds number 12 and number 8. First of all, I have some clear water on the number 12 brush, and I'm laying that down with gaps. And then I will be coming in with some Winsor Blue. Start at the top and then let that fuse in to where you laid down some clear water. We're aiming for some fluffy white clouds, nothing too complicated. Small piece of paper, so good for practice. And now I am neatening up the edges. You can go to your smaller brush, your number 8, and just put a little bit of water on that and then go to the edges of the clouds where the blue meets the white and soften. Then you can use some more intense Winsor Blue and lay that down. Once again, still avoiding the white areas where you left the paper and only put some clear water down. So you can continue to neaten up the edges with your number 8 Fuumuui brush. We're very close to the end of that one. Quite simple, but worth practicing on a small piece of paper so that you're not wasting too much paper. And dry that off with a hairdryer. As always, dries lighter. Now we're doing a more intense cloud formation with some rain coming down in the distance, and we will show you how we can achieve a wave action on the ocean using our flat brush when we get there. So once again, start with the same two brushes, your number 12 and number 8 Fuumuui. Lay down some of your Winsor Blue and then some clear water. Let them join. Then you can dip into your dark mixture. You could use Winsor Blue and Scarlet Lake to get a grey mixture. And then use your number 8 Fuumuui brush to form those darker clouds and also to show the rain coming down in the distance from that nearby cloud. Very easy to achieve and it will look realistic. The fun part is soon coming up because we're going to create some wave action with your 1/2 inch Fuumuui flat brush. Just neatening up the edges again and making sure that the blue is intense enough. We're working quite fast, it's all wet in wet, but because each of these is a small piece of paper, you'll be able to do that. Now our flat brush, and we've got our blue color, first of all, and we're doing what we call negative painting, where we lay down some of the color with gaps in between, leaving the white of the paper. The white of the paper will help for our convincing wave action. Lay down the light color first, then dip straight into the darker color and drop that in here and there because we have dark clouds shadowed on the surface of the ocean. And that's fusing nicely together. Once again, a good little practice for you there, and I would certainly encourage you having a go at that. So just finishing that off now, darkening And then once again, hairdry, and it lightens. Now the final one, we've got some mountains in the distance, various shapes. You create which shape you prefer. These are a little bit pointed here and there. And we won't have a complicated sky. We'll mix up some Winsor Yellow with some Scarlet Lake. And then we've got some Winsor Blue with some Scarlet Lake. And at the bottom, just Winsor Blue. So you can use your number 12 brush again and lay down water over the whole of the distance, the sky and the mountains coming down to the pencil line. Then Winsor Yellow first of all at the top of the sky, and then go into your mixture of Winsor Yellow and Scarlet Lake and let them join. Then go to your smaller brush and we lay down some of the deep blue, the mixture of blue and Scarlet Lake at the top. And let that fuse in. And do have tissue to hand so that every now and then you can take off any excess pigment, water that you have on the brush so you can maintain as much control as possible. And that's even more necessary given it's such a small painting that we're dealing with. Mop up the edges with a tissue to avoid creep back. And then we will dry that off and it's lighter again. Now for the mountains, you can lay down some clear water or almost clear water. And then we will lay some color on that. You choose what size you prefer to use. There are, of course, smaller brushes as well. There is also a round number 4 brush that I'm demonstrating now that you can use so that you can maintain accuracy at the tops of the mountain range. So your dark color is laid into where you put the water down first and you're letting it fuse together, and it will slowly run down because I do have the painting surface at an angle sloping from top to bottom, block of wood at the top of under the board, about 10-15 degrees. Now I've made up some even darker version. You can use your Winsor Blue and Scarlet Lake, or you could add some Alizarin Crimson if you wish to make it darker still. Still wet in wet. Start at the top, let it work its way down, and then if you encourage it a little bit, make sure your brush has been dried off with a tissue first, so you maintain that misty feel at the bottom. Then use your kneadable eraser for the pencil line, but we'll want to make that even more convincing later. Then for the ocean, we do a reverse action. We start with the blue, then we go into our colors, go into your mixture of yellow and red, and leave a little gap there where the ocean meets the foot of the mountains, the shoreline. And then I'm just dropping in some darks with the smallest brush, again, the smallest round brush, number 4. Mop up the edges, dry with a hairdryer. And now we're going to make use again of the flat brush, the half size Fuumuui. And we've laid down some clear water where that pencil line is. And you can dig in a little bit to the paper with your flat brush and then lift with a clean tissue, and you will create that misty feel where the water meets the bottom of the mountain range. I think that's worked out quite convincing. The first part of the series. Hope you have a go at that, and I look forward to seeing you next time.